Hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome on in. I'm Velvet and thanks for joining me today in The Sims 4 Royal 10 expansion. This is early access and it's not the final software, and I want to say a big thank you to The Sims for providing me with early access to this pack. And today we're going to be building with it. I am excited. I actually haven't decided exactly what we're going to be building, but I think, we'll just build something. I don't have an inspiration or anything like that. I mean, the world itself is going to be my inspiration. That's what I kind of figured. I'm just going to do something in the style of the world. We can explore the build buy pack and just really get into it. So we're currently up in the neighborhood of VelvettB, which is the Portuguese inspired part of Ondarian. And you can sort of see it's kind of like a little bit worn, a little bit sort of romantic looking with all the beautiful windows and stonework and lots of like swirly spandrels and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I thought we could do something in that sort of style. I thought that would be fun. Good morning, Kiwi. How are ya? Up and about early this morning. Nice Friday morning. Also, happy Waitangi Day. It's a public holiday for us here in New Zealand. So yeah, a lot of people off work and off on having a long weekend. So yeah, Kiwi, you're in here hanging out with me on your long weekend. Sounds absolutely perfect. But yeah, welcome in, and let's get started with doing a little bit of building. And if you guys want to check anything out while I'm building as well, like if there's any of the build buy that you're really interested in that you want to see in more detail, just let me know. I'm really happy just to pause and show you guys some of these new items that we've got in the game, because I know we're all sort of just still exploring the the pack and how it all looks and that sort of thing. So I'm really very happy to just pause and be like, oh yeah, okay, we want to have a wee look at this and check out this and see this in more detail, that sort of thing there. So yeah, just let me know in chat. I'm happy to do it. I really don't mind. Kiwi, I'm good. You too. How are you? I'm excellent. I was just a couple of minutes late because I was waiting for my son to get out of the kitchen, because he was like rattling around in the kitchen, making his breakfast and making a racket at the same time. Bless his little heart. And so I was just waiting for him to get out of the kitchen so that I could start streaming without all the noise in the background. I'm just like, get out of the kitchen, will you? And then he was like, oh, and then Savio wants milk and Savio wants out the back door. And just like, oh, it was funny. But also just like, I'd like to start streaming, please. Thank you. Oh, sweet child of him. Kiwi, you're interested to see the exterior items? Okay, brilliant. Well, we'll get started on that. And also we have Nasena in the house. Welcome, Nasena. And just a reminder, I am streaming across the two platforms today. So, I will be chatting away across the two different platforms. And so if you don't see who I'm talking to, that is why. I don't really know what I'm doing with the shape of this house, but, it's all just about exploring what we've got here in the exterior and how it all sort of comes together, That's the idea for me. It's like I want to explore, explore the exterior and see how it all kind of works. I am finding that the medium and the high walls really do quite work nicely with this pack. Although a small wall is not bad either, but I have found myself leaning towards using a bit of a medium wall height a little bit more than usual, because I'm generally prefer to use a smaller wall height. But so far I have gone a little bit higher with the with the wall heights and that sort of thing. So we'll see how we go. Now that's a decent size, decent sort of shaped shell. We'll see what we can do with it. I can adjust it as we need to. Nasena, what? No sound yet. Hang on. All right. We'll see you when we see you. I'll hear you when you hear me. So one of the things that is quite interesting about the style that we have is that they use a lot of the hipped roofs and also a lot of sort of flat roofs as well. So, we kind of got that sort of option going on. So there's not really a lot of, gable roof. And I do, love me a gable roof. But today I am going to go with a lovely hipped roof option. So we did get a new type of roofing with this pack. So that's pretty cool. And we've got quite a few wallpapers. I think we've got about 17 new wallpapers. I'm just trying to get the angle of this right. Oops, just move that. So yeah, we've got a heap of new wallpapers, interior and exterior. So I've got a lot to show you for the exterior, Kiwi. A lot, which is pretty cool. Down, down, down. So, in terms of the roof colours and that sort of thing, the roof patterns we've got sort of a few different colours and stuff running through. You sort of see them there, and we've got them in black, and then you've kind of got the worn versions, and then you've got the mossy versions. So we've got a few different options as far as the roof goes. Let's go down a little bit more. 1 and 2. So I'm not sure what colour we're going with yet. I'll just put an orange on top and just see how we kind of go. I wanted to replicate the tower kind of effect that we've got going on there. We don't have these square windows. I wish we did have these square windows, but such is life. And we can do that with our columns and spandrels. So we've got, it's a little bit bobby around just because it's quite close quarters in through here, so it's a little bit bobby up and down in terms of the building. So I do apologize for that, and I'm just going to put on move objects because I don't have any mods or anything. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it so hard. No mods. Oh no. So I'm going to filter for royalty and legacy, and we can just see what's going on there. Idris, welcome in. How are ya? Nice to see you again this morning. I hope you're doing well. How are you today? It is a nice early morning here, 9 a.m. on a Friday morning for me. It's a public holiday here, so yeah, we have a long weekend ahead of us, which is really nice for a lot of people. I'm thinking I might do like a kind of like a worn down swatch with this one. I don't know. So with the columns, you get like a plain swatch, and then you get like a decorative swatch as well. So like that's your plain version there. And then there's like a decorative version there. You can see like all the etching work and that sort of thing on there. I don't think I want to go that column. We do have the wooden column, but it doesn't really suit this world. That's more sort of like the Dambali style, and I'm not really doing that style today. So I'm not going to use that one. I think I'll use the curly whirly one, the curly whirly fountain, not fountain, column. Oh my god. So again, that sort of has like a plain one, and it has like a swirly, more sort of like more decorative one. But I'm thinking maybe we could go a little bit more mossy, which will be fun, and make that kind of work. Because I'm just looking at around this area of the world, and they use those sort of swirly whirly columns around there. So I think that's going to be very cool. And we have a couple of options as far as our spandrels go. So again, just decorative and plain. And then you've got your greenery, or then you've got our even more decorative one. And that has like a plainer version as well. But I might go like the seashell ones, because the thing about this part of the world, do they match? I think they do. Is that Vertima was kind of, has a little bit of a piratical background, right? So I feel like, you know, it's a little bit nautical in this area as well, which I think is really cool. So you kind of got like that nautical kind of background and that nautical vibe. So I think that's pretty fun. Lexus, how are you? Good morning. No, you definitely didn't miss much. I've just kind of like shoved a shell up. We've been going for like 10 minutes. So yeah, we haven't got very far as yet. And I might go a little bit higher and a little bit higher again on that. So a big high tower. Can always change the height. But yeah, we're going for like maybe like a little bit more of a mossy effect with this one. So maybe we can go for like a little bit more of a worn down roof, which would be quite fun. But yeah, good morning. Oh, you have redeemed kitty treats. So thank you very much, Lexus, for sponsoring the kitties in their quest to become the most cat-nipped kitties in the world. So thank you for sponsoring today's kitty treats. The kitties do appreciate it. Meow. Welcome in. Good morning. And did the baby sleep in this morning? That's what I want to know. Or is Mama up early? Fancy, right? Very fancy. There's some really fancy stuff in this build buy, I've got to say. We should probably have done like maybe the opulent style house, and then I could have showed you all the super fancy all the fancy stuff in terms of the interior items, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll decorate as we need to decorate. It's fine. Idris, I'm doing well. Just a bit of getting more mods reinstalled. Doing the hard work, right? Well, I am glad that you are just chilling out, having some fun, getting the mods in. So there's a couple of different spandrels as well. Now, one thing about the exterior stuff for this pack is that it all coordinates. So you have stone for pretty much everything. So for foundations, stairs, fences, railings, gates, spandrels, columns, wallpaper, freezers, wall trim, everything like that is all in the matching stone. So it all absolutely coordinates, which I think is so amazing. I'm very there for that and like that a lot. So that's our wall freeze. And then we have our exterior trim there, so you can kind of go like for a greener effect there and have like the bands going around. As such, I still haven't done my porches and stuff. We're going to do those yet, but we'll get there with it. So yeah, I love the fact that all of the stuff basically matches. That is just, you know, happy place for me, because I'm like, oh, it all matches and coordinates and I love it. So yes, please, on that side of things. Thank you very much. I might extend that and we'll have some columns and some porches running around there. It might be quite nice. Kiwi, nothing like a bunch of squares. Who doesn't love a bunch of squares? Squares get me building grids, so I think that's nice. Through there. Okay, so we've got our porch. I think that might need to extend one. Maybe? How does that look? Come on. Let's see. And it's the swatch here. Okay, so it needs to go in one. Okay. Thought it might. There we go. And then we can get that down and then up. And we have our foundation, which again, matchy, matchy, matchy. I love the matchy matchies. So we can be like a little bit more grimy and like we've been here. And that's one of the things I feel like with these worn down swatches like this. It gives the building, I think, a sense of history, which I really quite enjoy. So, you know, it's just something that's a little bit like, you know, a sense of permanence, which I think it does really give a sense of history to an area when you do have that, you know, illusion, possibly, might be the best way to put that, of permanence there. I'm going to put a chimney. Do I need a chimney? Maybe I'll just do like the roof thing. That might do the trick. The illusion of history. So here we go. What have we got? So I'm thinking we might do maybe the plainer swatches in the fencing. And I was kind of, actually, you know what? Do we want to do a balcony there instead? And maybe we could do like a wraparound balcony, now that I think about that. What if we did that? Did like a wraparound balcony and went like around there. And through there. That could be quite cool. Not that we have like a great deal of outdoor stuff really with the pack in terms of like filling stuff for like balconies and that sort of thing. It's a lot of interior sort of items in that, but one of the things that I do really appreciate is the fact that we have a new pool color. So that made me extraordinarily happy. So the Mediterranean turquoise water is just gorgeous. Plus we got a new pool trim. So this is again in the same stones that we've had, the same stone, you know, colors and that sort of thing. There's also a new fountain trim as well, which I love, and it kind of matches one of the floorings that we got. So I'll show you guys that when I do a fountain. I will do a fountain in a second, and I'll show you how that kind of all looks. And obviously having the new flexibility with our stairs is just like amazing. So I can go, you know, left rail, right rail, all those sorts of things. I need to do that. No, oops. Now I'm going off the rails. Off the rails. But I love the fact that you can kind of, you know, make it very customizable. That's one of my very favorite new things. And that's base game, so that's awesome. So in terms of the fountains, you can do like your, you know, your classic little fountains, you know, running through like there. And then our trim that we have for the fountain is like the diamond trim, and this works in as a really cool trim that works with this flooring right here. So, you know, that sort of, that flooring right there. So if we went with like flooring there, and it all sort of matches, which is really cool. I love that. I'm not going to go with that flooring on the exterior of this build because I don't think it works, but we can certainly go with like the stone and bring that stone path in there. Yeah. Oh no, don't go off the rails. I'm constantly off the rails. I think we all know that. Ben, welcome in. Hi, Velvet and all the Velveteers. Come on in, it's fun inside. Ben, did you know that you've got a special song? Because whenever you say that, I do the special song. So, yeah. Appreciate that. And QT, welcome in. How are you? There will be noises in the background of today's stream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just chaos here. No, it's not really. Everybody's getting, waking up and getting their things done. So it's fine. So please don't freak out if you hear any noises in the background. It's all very normal, I promise. So, yeah, come on in, guys. How are you this morning? I realise it's a Friday morning, but we are actually in a long weekend here in New Zealand. It's Waitangi Day, which is the celebration of the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi. By celebration, I mean that there's a lot of protests and, there's a lot of history and problems with that being a celebration. But nonetheless, it is a celebration and we've got the day off work. So in theory, but I'm here building and having some fun. So I'm not going to complain about anything there. So you know what? We might just do one over there. And we've got like a cute little pool area for our house by the sea. Portuguese. Ben, that's true. It's like my entrance music. It is. It is. Come on in, it's fun inside. It's the bentrance music. Bencyclopedia's bentrance music. Oh, it's brilliant. Kiwi, blink twice if you need help. I always need help. But, yeah. Today, I think I'm fine. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. So these are all the new wallpapers that we got. And it's an amazing array. Amazing. We've got like a plain plaster, which is really nice on the walls, and this has like plain swatch, dirty swatch on the bottom, dirty swatch on the top, and then we have the same again in the brick, which is plain swatch, dirty on the bottom, dirty on the top. So the brick is just lovely, and brickstone, same diff. Same diff. People are going to have problems with that statement. And as I said, like all of the stones match. So everything like flooring, all of that really does match, which is just, absolutely gorgeous. And I love the fact that we have all these matching swatches. I think I want to go maybe the white, but we're going for like a little bit more of a mossy rundown look today. So maybe we could go like mossy on the bottom and then maybe mossy on the top and then mossy on the bottom, and then kind of gives you like a little bit of an effect there, which I think is really cool. Possibly we could go for a different color on the exterior of the house. I don't want to really go green. Do I want to go blue? I don't know what I want to go. Maybe I just want to go plain. The blue's quite cool. I think the yellow kind of works. I can change the color of the roof. It's not like I need to keep that the same. Just seeing how they've done it around the world. So they've kind of done like little different blocks of color throughout the world, So I probably want to have like a block of color like coming in maybe like this. I think it's mainly like from looking around, we've got the blues and we've got the greens. And maybe not that one. Maybe we'll do this one. So we could try that. Blues and greens around the place. And then mixing that with the plainer sort of stone. Just remembering obviously we've got the windows and stuff to go in there. So, there's other things that can go in there. And just add a little bit of colour. So I reckon we could pop in another little porch under here. So that could be like a little barbecue area maybe, and then that can go like have some stairs going down, and then that goes into our pool area. That'll be fun. Copy, and there we go. Ben, of course I thought in wrestling terms. Well, of course you did. I mean, that makes sense for you, right? It makes sense. I mean, even in my brain, like I haven't watched, a lot of wrestling for a long time, but I, my brain still goes there because it's just kind of ingrained in my head, sort of those wrestling terms and those, that wrestling sort of, thing going on. So I get it because, it's very easy just to go into that mindset, I think, when you've had like, wrestling in your life for a while. So do a little garden down through there, and we can do another little something there. Or we can do like maybe a sword training area there. That would be quite cool. And path running through and down there. I'm going to put some fencing in as well. So we have garden there, path garden fence running around there, and we'll do sword training. I might have a second whatchamacallit, stairs running through there, and then that can be our, I might do like a different color on the flooring there for our sword training area. And maybe something for kids, because yeah, maybe we can turn this into a little family home. Should be fun. Kiwi, so how many fences did we get? Okay, great question. So we got 4 fences total. And 5 fences total. I forgot about the yard one. So there's a tall blackened stone one, and then there's the shorter version of that. There is the ones that we've been using at the moment, which are the plainer sort of stone with flowers, and then there's a more decorative stone with flowers, and then there's a wooden one as well. So that's good for interior, and also works really nicely with the Dambali area. And there's like different sort of coloured flowers. So there's white, and there's purple as well as the pink. Oops, pink, come on through. There we go. Pink as well. And those actually match the wisteria that we have. So for the wall decorations, we have 5 types of wisteria. So in different lengths. And so that matches all of the fences and the railings, and it comes in the same 3 colors as the fences and the railings, so you can kind of have that all running up and over the house. So yeah, it's super pretty, right? I'm going to be putting that all around the house once I got the windows in and got the shape of the house a little bit more. So it's really, really nice. I love that wisteria. There is also the bougainvillea as well, bush, and so that comes in there, so you can go with that option as well. I've yet to really use this one so much. It's sort of like I've been really kind of leaning into the wisteria side of things. So yeah. Where are we at? Idris, I wonder how the color compatibility will be with other packs like Vampires, Realm of Magic, Animal Life and Death, but that is something I would need to wait for the release to test. Yeah, it is. I haven't been able to test that as well yet. I feel like Vampires and Realm of Magic might be a little, so. I feel like Life and Death, this is just going off instinct, but I think Life and Death might be a fairly good match, but Vampires and Realm of Magic, I don't know, because they're a little bit older. Ben, I also need Pyro and a hot female manager. Ben, I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. We have a carved wall leaf crown. I love this for just like a little bit of decoration on the wall, which is quite cool. It's not centered, hang on. If I bring that in one, and one there, that might be a little more centered. There we go. That's better. That's better, loves. Gotta be centered, That is nice and pretty. That would help if you were building the Bridgerton house. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's going to be so many iterations of the Bridgerton house with the release of this pack. And I do not blame anyone for that. Like, seriously. It would be such a good pack for building, the Bridgerton sort of style build with, it just absolutely makes sense to me. So why wouldn't you do that? I think it would be cool. And I know that people have probably already done, the Bridgerton builds and that sort of thing. But there will be more of them. There will be more of them out there, because it's going to, combined with the cats, it's just going to be that, deluxe, noble kind of vibe going on, and it's like very cool, very, very, very cool. Hopefully I've used the same. I have used the same thing. I think I've been trying to make sure that I've been using the same swatcher column, because there's so many swatches. It's just like I'm losing track of what I'm using where. So I'm gonna be super careful with that. Ben, using the future endeavors line, love it. I knew you'd love it. You'd get it. I knew you'd get it. Haley, welcome in. How are you? And yes, you can't wait to build Bridgerton house. I love that. Everyone's going to be going Bridgerton. And, why not? I have not started watching the new season of that yet. Have you guys started watching the new season? For those that do enjoy Bridgerton. Ben, I know you're a fan. You're probably not a fan. But, yeah, I haven't actually started the new season yet. I did see that it had started, but I just haven't had time to sit there and, kind of watch it at this point. So I'm intrigued to get in there and check it out. Not going to deny it. Very excited about that. I think it's going to be very cool. But I have not as yet gotten in there. I also prefer to binge watch, so I like to wait a little bit and just see how, you know, wait until there's a few episodes just to really get into it. Kiwi, only one episode. Oh, really? Okay, then I'm quite happy to wait a little bit longer and just, you know, binge watch when I get the opportunity. I think that's going to be the best way for me. Da-da-da. Windows, 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 windows. They're so gorgeous. Ben, you haven't watched it, but a few people told me that I should. It's very saucy, so you might enjoy it. But it is based on, you know, romance books and that sort of thing. I read the books like years and years ago. You know what? I might almost go for like a peach. What if we went for a peach style contrast color? And I'm thinking maybe we could go like a different colored roof. I don't know. Sometimes I do this. Like I'll put the house down and then I'll just start to think about contrast colors. Like, you know, we could go, you know, do the peach rather than the blue. And then do the matching things, and I'll change the roof trim as well. We could go that direction with it, which would be quite nice. Haley, so I'm waiting for the end of the month for the rest of you have only released 4 episodes so far. Okay, so they've released 4 episodes, and you're waiting for the rest of the month for the rest, right? That makes sense because they quite often like split seasons as well now. They did that with something I watched recently. Oh, Wednesday. They did that with Wednesday as well. They split the release of it, and it was just like, oh man. So I actually timed it so that I started watching the first lot of episodes just before they were due to release the second lot of episodes, so that I was able to watch them all in a row, and that worked out quite nicely for me. I was very happy about that. But yeah, sometimes it can be a little hard when it's a show that you've been really anticipating, and yeah, you just like very excited to see it, and then you have to wait, and it's just like, oh man, that's frustrating. It's like, I don't want to have to wait, but sometimes they make you, don't they? Those little rascals. Ben, so you think I'm saucy? Well, you might be. You could have a little element of ketchup about yourself. I don't know why I use ketchup. I don't know. We don't even use ketchup as a term really here. We say tomato sauce. But I know like tomato sauce is very much like a pasta sauce in a lot of places, but we just use tomato sauce here as a, you know, as a general sort of sauce term. Barbecue sauce, tomato sauce, sweet chili sauce, that sort of thing, because that's just how we are. Idris, I don't know if it's my computer screen problem or are there no pure black cast items or build items in this. They always look like very bluish purple or very, very dark red for me. In terms of what you're seeing on the screen here with what I'm building with, or in terms of on your screen with what you're doing? Because I get what you're saying. Like sometimes it doesn't look like it's a deep black, but there's definitely black items, but it might just not be quite the black that you're thinking. Like sometimes they have like a red tone underneath, and sometimes they have the blue tone underneath, which is just kind of how blacks are kind of, I guess, done out there in the world. But yeah, might not be quite the black that you're expecting, but there's definitely black swatches out there in terms of like the game in general, but just maybe not the pure black that you're hoping for. And flooring and roofing and stuff, yeah, I get it. Ketchup. It's your screen. Okay, yeah. So I think it'll be just different shades of black, but there's definitely black swatches, but just maybe not the black you're expecting in terms of like being that pure black you know, shade. Like pure midnight. Oh, we can add the doors in. So with the doors, there's a few different varieties there. The short ones will have those stone wraps around them, but then like this one here, I love this one here. This is one of the fancy ones, and it's like a couple of different swatches. It's sort of like almost an Art Deco one, which I love, and I think that's going to probably work quite nicely with the likes of, you know, Love Struck. Oddly enough, I think that might work quite nicely with Love Struck. But let's go with, oh, you know what? I'm going to change these. So with the windows, you have all the swatches right, but there is two different kinds. So there's a plain swatch and then there's a decorative swatch. So you can sort of see the decorative swatch there, and then you can go to like the plain swatch. So you can have like all the decoration or no decoration, depending which direction you kind of want to go with it. So just be aware of that when you're selecting your swatches. There is a decorative version and a non-decorative version, depending on what you want to do. And there is a lot of tall wall stuff as well. So there's a lot of doors for the tall walls. Heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps. So these are kind of very much designed for your palaces and that sort of thing. There's like open doors and all sorts of things. Let me just go into a tall wall for a second. So with that, there's like things like this door here, which has like, you know, the swing open wide. You've got like the cool arches, you know, different versions of the swing open wide. We've got the closed versions, swirly versions. So there's like so many different versions, like in terms of like the shape, and then like how it's sort of like, you know, composed as well. So, you know, there's that sort of thing there. You can have like those open doors going through to your grand ballroom and bits and pieces. And then with the windows, there's only a couple of kinds of windows with that, but you do have windows for the tool option as well. So yeah, they were actually a little bit thoughtful about how to, you know, utilize the whole palace thing, and you know, make sure that there was some building items for palaces, because, you know, I feel like this is the kind of pack where palaces really do come into play, which is cool. It's not centered. Bring that in, bring that over, bring that over. There we go. Nope, don't like that. Idris, it's on my game. Yeah, it probably doesn't help that my screen has slight off colors, but I never really had a problem with black colors before this game. Yeah, I mean, I would, you know, obviously I'm not in my regular game, so I can't really, you know, go through and talk about what sort of the different shades are and that sort of thing, in terms of the black shades. But yeah, they will sort of like almost have like a brown undertone. But I mean, if you can actually search through and I don't know if you're aware, but with the colors, and you can highlight which ones are black, and that'll, you know, obviously make it a little bit easier to see which ones are the black tone versus the dark brown tones. I always use that filter, and that helps me find all the black things that I like. It seems like an odd thing to say, but that's nonetheless what I said. So there we go. Let's just run with that. I don't know what kind of door I want to have. Like, maybe I want to go, I don't know if I want to go like the carved kind of effect. And I feel like that's going to be too samey if I go for the peach version. So we can perhaps bring in a little bit of blue, or we can go white, which I might probably go with. Haley, yeah, I can't wait to combine this with the castle kit. I think this is going to be an interesting combination with the castle kit. I'm intrigued with how that's going to go. I feel like they must have really thought about that, because they had to know that people were going to go in there and be like, yeah, I want to combine this with the castle kit. So, you know, I feel like that is something that they probably have thought about. I would hope that they've thought about it anyway. Just because I'm in this format of the software, which is the not final format of the software, just by the way. It just means that I can't actually play test this with other packs at this point. On probably tomorrow, I think it is, I'm going to be going into from early access to early access, and sounds confusing. I'm going from early access, which is the CFE access, through to early access, and early access will be where it sort of integrates in with the game, and I can actually have it in with everything else and all the other packs. So I'm going to be able to do like a little bit of cross pack stuff. I'm hoping tomorrow, I think it is. There's so many dates and things to keep track of at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. So I'm excited to actually, you know, get in there and see how the cross pack kind of stuff integrates, and what sort of things we can do with the different packs and things. So it's going to be good. I love that. Okay, let's go with the style window around there. These are my favorite windows with the, like, the little swirly twirlies on the side. I love those windows. They're nice. Yeah, that's not centered. Of course it's not. let's change those around as we go. So I like that. I think that's a nice. I haven't really worked with this peach much, so I'm actually quite delighted to get in there and work with this peach. I'm not sure if I want to go like glass around here or what I want to do at this point. I feel like, you know, going with the glass might be, oops, not a bad idea. And then you're going in like that. Possibly, but then it takes away from that little peach impact, so maybe I don't want to go that direction. I'm thinking that I will also use sort of the contrast effect with the windows. So, you know, maybe we do the white going into the windows here instead. Yeah, okay, I think I like that better. I just want to keep the peach there. Keep the peach. Keep it peachy. Keen jelly beans. Okay, and then we're going to need another door in through there. All the doors are kind of big and bold and beautiful, so, you know, can't blame the doors for that. Okay, I think we have a good basic shape there. So some of the things that we got for the roof, we did get some roof sculptures. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different roof sculptures. So one of them is a sort of urn shape or roof vase. And again, it's got the same matching stone that goes through. And then you've got the sort of the green versions there as well. You've got the opulent ornithological ornament. The fact that I can say that without stumbling over it is pretty amazing. And that's basically the peacock on the vase. And that's all the sort of same stone swatches. And then you've got the green coming through as well. There is also the neoclassical tower roof vent. So what I'm probably going to do is use that as our chimney for today. A chimney 2. Doesn't really sink in like a regular chimney, but yeah, I'm just going to pop it up there anyway and use that for our chimney. And then once again, it's got the same sort of stone as the rest of it. I don't think I want to put the peacock there. Then we've got a couple of statues that can go on the roof. I feel like we are not in the appropriate size house to have roof statues. So I'm going to put these down on the ground. So we've got the Noble Aquarius roof sculpture. So that's going to go in here. And it's basically the fella. So he's got his water urn and he's doing his thing. He's lugging his water. And then we've got the female version of that. And she's also got a little water urn and she's doing her work there. There we go. Beautiful. Haley, so it's next Friday for us that the pack comes out, right? Yes, it's the 12th, which I think is right. Yeah, I think 12th. 12th in the Northern Hemisphere and 13th for us. So comes out Friday the 13th in New Zealand. So yeah, hopefully it all goes smoothly. So yeah, Friday the 13th in New Zealand, and for everybody else pretty much in the northern sort of hemisphere side of things, it's the 12th of February. So yeah, crazy. Idris, I find it funny that it was nail polishes that made me notice my problem with black colours in the game. Oh, really? Oh, so you're talking like Cass rather than Build By? I don't know Cass so well, but yeah, I'm assuming that Cass blacks are good. I don't know. I genuinely just thinking about that, I'm like, I have no idea. So I don't know. Idris, the peacock is a long-standing symbol of immortality. Ooh, well that could be quite good to have with, you know, your vampire kind of things. That would be awesome. This is coming together all right, actually, considering I didn't really have a plan for it. We just kind of did it. So I might do some fencing around. I don't know if I want to do this black fencing. It's very expensive. Like everything in this pack is super expensive, by the way. So if you're looking for a pack that has some good cheap items in it, this is not the pack for you. Because it is all expensive. I have a new Let's Play out on my YouTube channel, which is for, you know, playing with the Royalty and Legacy pack. It's the Rags to Royalty challenge. So yeah, and with that, anyway, I was building a house and I ran out of money so fast. So fast. It was ridiculous. It was just like, uh-oh, I ain't got no cash. So yeah, that was a bit of a whoopsie situation. Oh my gosh. Oh, funny. Anyway, well and truly ran out of cash there, so silly me. You know what? I might go with what I'm quite enjoying at the moment is using the sort of the white carved stuff, the white wood, carved wood and that sort of thing that we have, and using that on the exteriors because I feel like wood is particularly the style of wood would be a lot more, yeah, able to sustain. No, yeah, sustain itself against the elements. That's what I want to try and say. So I quite like using the carved stuff on the exterior, particularly since I want to have like nice big decent table outside, and then we're going to have like the big potted plants out there as well. Loving all the potted plants. This ferny panga one is quite large in real, like I wasn't expecting it to be that large. I also really like the lemon tree. I was kind of bewildered by the orange tree because like there's a base game version of that. Like I haven't compared these. This is the base game version, which to be fair, does have the, the leaves on it, but I don't think people realize that you can just switch it. And it's only the one swatch, but it's very, very much just the same thing, but it doesn't have the, like, little leafy, like, little things in it, card things. But, you don't have to have the card swatch. And look, yeah, so slightly different pots, but I don't know. I just, like, it was a bit weird to me having that, yeah, the lemon trees there, and I'm just like, the orange trees there, when it's like, well, we've already got one of, those there, so what's going on with that? Mrs. Color Changer, welcome in. How are you this morning? Welcome on in. We're doing a little bit of building today in Royalty and Legacy, so come on in, settle in, have some fun, check out the build buy with me. Do that, and if there's anything that you want to look at in detail with the build buy, just let me know in chat. And I'm more than happy to, to have a look at it with you. I'm also streaming across the 2 platforms today, so if you are wondering about who I'm talking to, well, that is why I'm streaming across those 2 platforms. Simple as that. But yeah, welcome in. I hope you're doing very well today and having a lovely day. Is it Thursday or Friday for you? I am in Friday morning, so it's currently 9:45 a.m. and we are in a public holiday here in New Zealand today. So it's actually a long weekend for us here in New Zealand, which is pretty fun. I'm looking forward to working all the way through it. It's unfortunately just the way it worked out, but at the end of the day, I'm having fun and I'm streaming and I'm playing with a pack that I'm really enjoying, so I ain't gonna go the packs. Everything looks amazing. Yeah, there's just been so many amazing builds. I released a palace. Shall I show you guys? Popped a palace speed build up on my channel yesterday, and I'll show you. It's enormous. So that's my first speed build release with the pack, and I've got another one coming out tomorrow as well. I've got a bruise on my palm somehow. So I made myself a I'll try and get rid of these palm trees. It's a little bit different in this version of the game, trying to get rid of things. Also, that's the back of the house. What am I doing? Okay, so there we go. That's the palace that I built. So it's pretty cool. Anyone getting lag? Oh, you getting lag? You thought it was just my Twitch app? Oh, might be the bitrate going down. Hang on. I'm just going to refresh. It might mean that you guys need to refresh your chat just over on the Purple app. So just by the way, I'm just going to do a quick refresh and see if that helps. Fingers crossed. Would hate for you guys to get the lag. Mrs. Color Changer, good day. It's still Thursday for me here in the US. Okay, I thought so. There's like yeah, it takes we're quite a few hours ahead here, so we tend to be often a day ahead when it comes to the morning and that sort of thing. And back. Okay, all right. Probably didn't need to refresh. Read it through. Address. I had close to no architecture of vocabulary before starting to play last month. Oh yeah, same. That's something that I learned as well as I started to play. Haley, I thought it was just your Twitch app. Mrs. Color Changer, if you could show the wallpaper, please, that would be great. Yeah, I can do. No problem. I'll be doing the wallpapers through our build anyway, so that's all good. I will absolutely show you those. Kiwi, it's implied that the stream ended, that then you were still going. Oh, really? Ah, well, that's annoying. Yes, anyway. Twitch, you are a frustrating friend. This is the palace. It's enormous. It's over 1 million simoleons. I didn't realize how much it cost when I did it. But yeah, you can sort of see this is a little bit more in the Dambali style, so I did like a little bit more of the wood, although on the interior I do sort of go richer with the palace, kind of like opulent stuff. But yeah, that's sort of the Dambali world, and a modern palace that I built for it. And I had so many regrets about starting a giant build, but it came out pretty well, so I wasn't too distressed about the fact that I did it. But you can sort of see some of the debug plants and that sort of thing around there, which is very cool. Thank you, Kiwi. Appreciate that. And thank you, Kaylee, as well. That must have taken forever to build. It took me around about 8 hours all up. So that's about an 8-hour build all up, roundabout. So not too bad. Like, you would have thought it would be a lot worse. But I think with big builds like this, you get kind of get in a situation. Just a minute. The camera's going to go a bit wide for a minute. You kind of get where you don't have to do so much clutter and detail because you're going big, if you know what I mean. So, you know, you're going bigger and bolder and you're using less clutter. So I think, you know, that sort of kind of evens it off, you know, even though it is a super large kind of build, you know, you have sort of stuff like that. And yeah, it's a little bit funny in this camera for some reason. Stream Elements. Hello, Stream Elements. I'm live building you. Thank you. So yeah, there's the camera will be a bit zoomy because I'm up on the 3rd level at the moment. So, you know, you can kind of do, you sort of see how you have these larger spaces, but you're not filling every single space, if you know what I mean. So it's a little easier from that perspective to, you know, see or to build and to decorate, because you're not having to fill every single nook. Whereas I feel like with a smaller build, while it's a shorter build, you do tend to put like a little bit more detail into it, if you know what I mean. I love this princess room, by the way. Like, look at that with the princess bed and everything, and it's all very pink, and you got like the lovely wardrobe and the vanity and all that sort of thing. Sorry about the camera. I don't know. That's just, it is what it is in the game. Yeah, royal palaces wouldn't have like a lot of clutter. Like, this is the ballroom, and you can probably see some of the wallpapers and stuff there, Mrs. Color Changer, as well. So just a quick tour of the thing. Jamie, welcome in. How are ya? Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Come on in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just doing a very quick tour of the palace that I built. I'm going to get back to building in a second, but yeah, it's just quite interesting. And down here is, where am I? I'm lost inside it. But anyway, that's the palace, and it goes 3 levels. So you kind of got the top level running through there, which is bedrooms. You've got the throne room, ballroom kind of level through there, and then that takes you through down to the living spaces. It's got a gym, study, big dining room. It's got an indoor pool as well, and sort of the kitchen and that sort of thing through there. So all sorts of things. Anyway, that's my palace build, speed build up on my YouTube right now, and it was huge, enormous. Hey Velvet, did we paint ceilings? I did paint ceilings in there, actually. Thanks for asking. I don't know if you could see them properly, but they were definitely painted. And I also had light switches, Kiwi. I also had stair rails. I also had a mailbox. Oh, did I have a mailbox? I'm pretty sure I had a mailbox. I can't really I can't release that until after the release of the pack anyway, so I've got some time to fix anything up that I need to. Railings and switches, I know. And rubbish bins. It's pretty amazing. Alright, back to our build. That was a quick trip over to see a palace that I built. And ads. Okay. Love your ads. So let's get in, and I want to have like a, maybe there's a cool bench that we got that matches the table. So that's the carved essence bench. So you can kind of like do that one. Rather than having like the stone, which I think is quite nice, just mixing it up with the wood going in there. And I might go like that there. I also might put like some more of the lighting around the place as well. There's not really a great deal of... I don't know if I love those lights. I might go a different option for the lights. In terms of the outdoor lights, there wasn't like a huge amount of options, but there's like these ones carved essence wall light. Again, that looks kind of interior-ish, and like there's candles, which again are kind of interior-ish. So I don't know if I've got anything that's particularly suitable for the exterior of this, but might just go base game on that. That'll solve the problem. Good old base game coming to the rescue. Love you for that base game. So I do find it is a little bit bobby, you know. It sounds like an odd thing to say, but yeah, the game when you're building is a little bit bobby, just because there are some lots that do have, you know, a bit like buildings and stuff around it. So it does mean that as you're building, your camera will bob up and down a bit, just because you're getting that little conflict with hitting like other things around you. And I did find that as an issue, particularly with the Love Struck pack recently, in the recent packs, that, you know, there was because of the close quarters of the world, it did mean that it was like a little bit tricky for building. Like I haven't found it too bad so far, but it is something that I have noted that, you know, we have got that sort of that bobby up and down kind of thing going on, and it does cause a little bit of irritation from my part anyway. I do get a little bit irritated with having to bob up and down because we've got so many close quarter lots, but it's not too bad. Like, it could be worse. Haley, I saw it comes with a fancy new wall mailbox. Shall I show you guys that? Because it is pretty cool and fancy. And it's a lovely house. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate that. We're just sort of building that on the fly today and just coming up with it out of my brain. I thought I would use the world for inspiration for today's build. So just kind of, yeah, did today's build based on the neighborhood of VelvettB. Just kind of trying to make it look like it fits in there. So hopefully I'm a little bit successful with it. Not the bobbing camera, so annoying. Yeah, the bobbing camera is annoying, but it's not too bad. Just, it's a little bit, you know, so you will see it a little bit. And this comes through, like, all of the furnishings with the opulent vibe, which is what it's the word I use to describe it. They come again, so like all the carved wood items come in the same colors, and all of the opulent items come in the same colors. So there is consistency across the board with colors, and it was exactly the same in Cass. It's exactly the same in the build by consistency. I am just like so delighted by the fact that they have been thoughtful about, you know, being consistent with having those colors, you know, coming through around the place. So it looks like a little it almost looks like a little clock, that mailbox. There is apartments in this world as well, so they're exactly the same as the city living apartments. So we've got the city living apartments, and there's some in Eco and Brightchester, not Brightchester, Evergreen Harbour, which is with Eco Lifestyle. And now this is the first time we've had apartments in years, actual apartments. So I think the mailbox is to go with the apartments, but I'm just using it on all of my stuff anyway, so I don't care. All right, fancy mailbox. So, you love the matching swatches. I love the matching swatches as well. It just makes me super happy. You'll be very surprised to hear this, guys, but there is actually, in fact, a few items that we have in landscaping that is not hidden away in debug, which is pretty amazing. Like, look at all these items. We got 7, which is more than we've had in a very long time. I'm thinking possibly since Island Living, maybe. We actually got quite a few different plants. We got the pine tree here, which obviously matches really nicely with the beautiful landscapes of VelvettB. We also have an olive tree, which I don't have space for, I think, around here, maybe around the back. So we've got the little olive tree, and we've also got a fig tree. And then we have also got, swing back around here. Sorry, I'm swinging the camera around a bit. We've got the sensational shrubbery, so it's just like your little lavender style plant. And then we have 3 kinds of hydrangeas. We have the hydrangea sprout, the hydrangea curtain, and then the hydrangea monarch, who's the large one. So these are all out in the world. They're not hidden in debug. They are out and available for everybody to use, which makes me so happy because so many people don't really know or understand how to use debug. So the fact that we've actually got some, some plants there that everybody's going to have access to just makes me so happy. Idris, is it just me, or 64 lots only really useful for testing things as they're so big? No, not at all. They are very useful for a variety of different lots. It just kind of depends on your style of gameplay and what you find useful, I think. So, if you're thinking about like a horse ranch lot, for example, just an example, the you're going to have things like your horse training areas. You're going to have your stables. You might have like sheds, garden space, outbuildings. For worlds like Henford on Bagley, which is a sort of a cottage living world, you've got llamas and cows, you've got chickens, you've got sort of like farmlet kind of vibe as well. So I think 64 by 64 lots aren't going to be particularly useful for some people's gameplay, but for other people's gameplay it will be. So yeah, it just really depends on what you use it for and what you need in your game. But I've built on and created things on 64 by 64 lots. They're huge builds, and yeah, for generational gameplay as well, where you're going to have like a larger house and you might have more activities, like you might have a greenhouse, you might have a play area for the kids, things like that as well. It can be quite useful to have the larger property available to you too. So it does really sort of depend on what you're doing, I think. So Kiwi, it's nice that Sims is listening to how people wanted more matching in so long. I agree with that, Kiwi. And I think the thing with that is that it's been a little bit of a gradual change, I think, in a way, because it's just been starting to come through in the last sort of few expansion packs, and then with our kits and blah blah blah, where the metals, for example, are, I think, probably a really good key way of looking at, like, the metals are starting to all match, from base game updates to the new expansions and new kits. They all match. And then they've done the same with the woods as well, where they've just made them all match from pack to pack to pack. And I wish it's something that we had, like, earlier in the game, obviously, but we are starting to get it through now, and I'm very much loving that, because I love being able to coordinate, and then it gives you the opportunity to mix and match a little bit as well. So yeah, I really, really do love the fact that we have got those coordinated items, and that they do pack to pack actually coordinate in with each other as well. I think that's that's quite important, that they do, that you can get more use out of your packs and build them together the way that you want them to, or the way that you want them to. So and you can do that through the likes of coordination and that sort of thing. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it for sure. I loves it. Go like a little wall one there, maybe. That would be quite fun. Haley, I think for palaces they're good because the palace will be big, but also the grounds. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like, I think with 64 by 7, and it's like a whole different thing, and it, you sort of experience it and see what how you can sort of make it work for you as well. So I'm so excited for everyone to check it out. I really am. Wait, are those fountain bits stream gone? Oh, hang on. Lag. And back. Okay, that was weird. Sorry about that, guys. I'll just refresh as well. It might be, honestly, it's probably the Friday morning kind of thing. Perhaps it's sort of like it's getting a little bit busier. Sorry if it's on YouTube and it's disconnected. I think it just should be refreshing now. There we go. Hopefully that's refreshed. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, I think we're good. Looking good, looking better. Okay. Whew. Sorry, and if you've lost me, please refresh your chat. It should be there. Where are we? And back. So weird. Yeah, I know, it's been really weird. Dodgy old Twitch. Idris, is there a new water type? Yes, there is. Did that like completely refresh all my redeems as well? So weird. So the new water type that we got is the Mediterranean turquoise water. Isn't that pretty? Actually, that reminds me, I was going to put it in my fountain as well. So I love the new water type. It's been ages since we've had one, so the fact that we've got a new water type makes me very happy. It's a good thing. You refreshed them all because the stream completely ended. That's so weird. Thank you for refreshing, by the way. Appreciate that. Serena, welcome in. How are you? Just having a few streaming issues, but welcome on in. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. We're just doing a little build in the Sims 4 and the Royalty and Legacy expansion pack, so a bit of early access kind of builderoos, which is fun. And this is what we're building at the moment. So I hope you're having a good day so far, no matter what you're doing. Is that a new water feature on the fountain? This? Yes, that's new. The terracotta fountain pot. That is new, and the colour of the fountain is also, the colour of the water is also new. So yes, new. Yeah, pretty, right? Pretty. It is. It's I feel like, you know, palaces kind of do lend themselves to water features, so that really does make sense that they would, you know, do a few different fountain and water features with it. Serena, loving these early access vids. Thank you for sharing all this, bestie. You're welcome. I'm delighted that I can. I'm honestly delighted that I can. I feel genuinely very honoured that I got the opportunity to have you know, an opportunity to see it in early access and to share it with everybody. So I'm so delighted about that. And I appreciate that everybody comes out and hangs out with me and, you know, checks it all out with me too. So that's a nice thing. Oh, peach, excellent. Peach. That's what I want. I think I want to probably only do 2, and then we'll do the parasol as well. Nessina, okay, back. I think my sound wasn't working in my car now. Yeah, I've had some streaming lag and what have you as well. So I don't know. Twitch has been misbehaving, but then I had a bit of lag as well on my end. So it might be just like the busy Friday morning here. I don't know. Serena, I entered your giveaway. You made the EP look so good. I just ended my stream, so I'm popping by to say hi. Oh, you were streaming. Oh, cool. How did it go? And yeah, I think I got your entry for the giveaway. So if any watching, I am giving away a copy of the Grand Bundle for the Royalty and Legacy expansion pack Grand Bundle, which includes the 2 kits. So I'm giving that away on my YouTube channel. There's an info vid on there. You just have to watch that. It gives you all the information that you need to enter, and you can go into the draw and get a chance to win the bundle. It's very exciting. The bundle is amazing. I can't wait to check out the kits as well. The kits look so good, and I think they're going to really work in well with this expansion pack, just from the look of them. So it's like the was it the Tea Party one and the Solarium? Oh, what was it? Solarium as well. Oh, God, I've forgotten the name of them. It's been a lot going on. Jamie, you can't wait till it comes out. I'm very, very excited for everyone, and can't wait for you guys to all check it out. Seriously, it's going to be so good. I've been having a blast with it. Like, I've been loving it through and through. I haven't had too many negatives with it. I'm generally a fairly positive person anyway, but I'm going to call it, you know, if I see something that I don't like or whatever, I'm going to, you know, mention it. I'm going to voice my opinions and all that, but yeah, for so far, so good. You know, it's been really enjoyable to play. It's been enjoyable to build with, and yeah, I've just been overall really having a lot of fun with it. So I think people are going to have a really good positive response to it. I feel like, anyway, I hope. I've had a positive response to it. And if I didn't like it, I would say that. But yeah, so far, I have really enjoyed it. So I think that's a good thing. That's a big display. Sorry, no, it went well. I looked over the new family trees, the quest, and all of that was fun. Thank you for asking. Oh, cool. So you did like the Lost Legacies quest. That's awesome. And the family tree update is actually really cool too. It works in really well with the Royalty and Legacy family tree stuff, because with the Royalty and Legacy pack, you actually get some additional features with the family trees. So that works in really nicely with that. So yeah, should be good. So if you have a base game as well as the Royalty and Legacy pack, you'll notice there's a whole lot of extra sort of features and stuff there that you can do as part of the family tree play. One thing I was playing around with last night and I want to do in a little bit more detail is you can forge a family tree. And basically what that is you can go into like a board thing, right? And it's a forged family tree. And you can make connections between your current sim and some of the other sims that are in your world. So you can actually make them like that's your step aunt and that's your grandma or whatever. And so you can have like a really complex family tree filled with, all sorts of options. And I thought that was really cool. I haven't played around with it all that much yet. I just sort of like, started doing a little bit with it last night and I was just like, oh, I love it. So I think the people that do a lot of family gameplay are going to have a lot of fun with that in generational gameplay as well. Tea Time Solarium, that's it. Tea Time Solarium kit and the, it's the clothing one as well. Oh God, I'm going to look it up. Brain Fade. Let me look. I know I've got them there. Kits. So we've got the Silver Screen Style Kit and the Tea Time Solarium. That's it. That's the one. Jeez Louise. Now I remembers. Idris, the only thing that I hate about the Seasons pack is that the cold keeps killing my Sims due to my pools. Oh, well, Idris, there's a fix for that. So in the pool options, there's something called like the cracked bubble thing. And there's like a few of them. There's like a round one and a square one. And basically if you put those in your pools, that should heat your pools and should stop your Sims from dying from swimming in pools. There's a little tip for you. So yeah, the little bubble crap features, I believe, are like little thermal bubbles, and they basically, the idea is that they heat your pools and stop your Sims from getting cold when they go swimming in those colder months. So I hope that helps. Can't wait to see the extra stuff. Oh yeah, I know. I'm thinking I might be able to check it out tomorrow. The kits. I'm not too sure. I'm not 100%. I have to double check that. But I'm pretty sure that the early access becomes available tomorrow, which means for the bundle, which means I should be able to look at the kits. So if I can, I'll be checking those out tomorrow on stream tomorrow morning. I'll be streaming like a couple of hours earlier than what I did today, so it's going to be a little different from that, but from usual, but that's going to be all good. Have you guys seen the dollhouse as well, by the way? So this is the dollhouse, and they've been doing it with the dollhouses with these packs lately, and look at this. It's got all of this stuff except this picture. I want this picture in the game. We don't have that picture, but everything else is all furnishings that we have with the Royalty and Legacy pack, and it's in the dollhouse. I just think that's super cute. I love that. And they did it with, they've done it with a few. I think they did it with Life and Death, and they did it with Enchanted by Nature as well, having that little feature in there, and I think it's so cool. I dig that. Haley, I heard something about being able to adopt adult Sims now to join the dynasty. That's a cool idea. Yeah, I think you can. I haven't played around with that as yet, but I think you can. And there's there's ways to sort of like get those family connections happening and that sort of thing, so that you can all sort of bring them into the dynasty and have them all be part of the same sort of collection of Sims working together and living together and doing their things and what have you. Activities, that's the one. Activities and ideals and all of those sorts of things. So yeah, I'm been having so much fun with the dynasty gameplay. The scandal stuff is just an absolute blast. I've just bringing out my evil side and like extorting people for money for their secrets is just so much fun. Thank you, Serena. You go have rest up and do your post-stream aftercare and take care of yourself. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate that, and enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you later. Bye. Messina, oh my god, it's so cute. Awesome dollhouse. Kiwi, enjoy your lurk. Yeah, it is super cute, right? I love that dollhouse. I think it's adorable. But yeah, I'm very into the fact that they have the furnishings from the game in the house. I think that's the cutest thing. I also like how they have the mask from Cass in this game as well, so you can actually unlock those and put these in the game, which I think is awesome. Well, I might go down there and we can do a barbecue under the tree. I think we'll do that. Good morning. And Kiwi Sims Kate, welcome in. Hi Kate, how are you today? Up and about early on a nice Friday morning. Well, I guess it's not that early. It's like after 10 now. So how's your day going? Got the day off? Enjoying the long weekend? Welcome in. What are you up to today? Anything exciting? We're doing a little bit of building in VelvettB. And I just sort of like made it up on the fly, trying to make something that looks a little bit like the world, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. We're doing a little bit of a peachy keen jelly bean kind of vibe. And just about finished the exterior, so just about to move on and do a little bit of the interior. Kate, happy Waitangi Day. Happy Waitangi Day. Enjoy celebrating our lovely, very fair treaty. Oh, as you do. Love me a public holiday. Yeah, so do I. I dig a public holiday. Anytime when I get a long weekend is just fine by me. Because I love me a lovely long weekend. It's good. Just simming. Honestly, that's the best choice you can make. That's living your best life, right? Doing a bit of simming. Okay, you're such a fast builder. I'm amazed. I took along. I took along at a bit of a rapid pace, but yeah, it just kind of depends. I do get a little bit sidetracked yakking away, so you know my streaming builds are a little bit slower, but I don't mind that because I'm having fun yakking. You know, having a bit of fun, having a yak. Okay, let's go into debug. Edit objects, bb dot show live edit. No, hang on. What did I show hidden objects? There we go. And debug. And royalty and legacy. So I'm just going to do like some different plants along the bottom here. We'll see what we've got in debug. See what we've got in debug. What we can do. Kate, Mr. Kiwi's teaching a student in the front room, so I'm delegated to the office. Oh yeah, I get that. I've got my family sort of coming in and out, so there's going to be noises in the background today, but you know, such is life. Not alone today. And yeah, I've got to try and manage that over the weekend as well. But that's right. This is their house too. They get to run around and do what they need to do. It's fine. So you're hiding in the office doing Sims, and Mr. Kiwi is out doing the work. That sounds right. Sounds like a good divide of labor, I feel like. What's open today? Waitangi Day, most things should be open, I think. I don't think there'll be anything really closed. It might just be on like public holiday hours, so like 10 till 4 or something like that. But it's not like Anzac Day where you kind of have to close for half a day or anything like that. It's just like, you know, regular kind of public holiday kind of thing going on. So that's not too bad. So you can go out and go shopping if you're so inclined. Actually, how's your leg, Hayley? Has it been healing up okay? Have you got your moon boot and stuff off? Also, by the way, these plants right here, I love this plant. Not these. This plant right here is just amazing. If you're building a palace, this is the plant that you want in your life. And have it like everywhere because it's so cool. I love having finally like a little conical, you know, tree that we can use around the place. It just makes me so happy, so happy to have something so like, you know, that's so decorative like this. That is just so perfect for like a slightly more formal landscaping. And you know, obviously your palace is like slightly more, you know, formal and that sort of thing. So that particular plant just seriously makes me happy. Kate, oh my god, you fellow Kiwis, I have amazing news to share which you may or may not already know. What? Exactly, yeah, things don't tend to close except for office places. Yeah, exactly. My husband has the day off, fortunately, so he's closed. But yeah, share the news. I want to hear spill the tea. We need to hear the tea and the goss and all that sort of thing. Hayley, yeah, the moon has has been off for a couple of weeks. I can drive again and I'm getting better with walking slowly. Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're sort of on the mend. It's such a big deal when you sort of get like an injury like that. And, that's not bad. And yeah, you kind of have to go through that whole slow, long recovery process. It's just like, oh, so difficult and so hard, and just like, you know, you really have to push yourself, and it's frustrating as well because, you know, you can't do the things that you would normally like to be able to do. So I'm glad to hear that you are on the mend, because that's a good thing. Okay, today I'm picking up the Sims official board game purchased from the one and only Kmart. What? They sell it here? Are you kidding me? I don't even have a Kmart in New Plymouth. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm going to have to order it online because we don't have one here. Thank you for telling me, because I had no idea. Like, who would have thought they would sell the Sims board game in New Zealand? Like, honestly, anything Sims, like, merch related, we just can't, you know, you have to pay exorbitant shipping fees to get here. So I'm kind of like, what even? How? What? Yes. Yes, you came across it completely by accident. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, I'm going to look online and see whether or not I can get it, because I wants it. I wants it in my life. Has anybody played it that's in chat at the moment? Just out of curiosity. But I don't know, how new is it? I don't know how new it is. I can't remember, because I didn't really pay attention, because I didn't really want to pay exorbitant shipping fees, so I never thought I could get any sort of, you know, Sims official Sims merch. But having it actually in a shop that sells it in its existence here in New Zealand is just kind of like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm legit excited. You're shooketh. Yeah. It was definitely fate. Haley, I went to go to Kmart last night in Henderson, but it was an absolutely terrible with parking, so just kept driving and going. Oh my gosh, Henderson is a nightmare with parking. I used to go there, I used to work in retail with Bed Bath & Beyond, and I was an area manager, so I had to go around all the stores in Auckland all of the time. And Henderson was always a nightmare to get to. Always super busy, you know, really, really super busy mall and that sort of thing. It was just like such a nightmare to get to. So I feel your pain, and you made a good decision just going home. But, oh my gosh. Yeah, how much is it? 49 bucks? Wow. 6 months old. Oh my gosh. I genuinely never thought we could get New Zealand stuff here. That's crazy. Messina, oh, that's awesome. We don't have Kmart here either, Val. They've all closed. Oh, that's so funny. Because I didn't even think about the fact that they're an American brand, but we still have them here. Because I think it's like Kmart in New Zealand and Australia, rather than being like the American version of it. I don't know if it's like a franchise thing or how that works. I know with the Bed Bath & Beyond, that was franchised from the original Bed Bath & Beyond, which is the American one. And the New Zealand one is actually going strong, and I believe the American one is kind of shut down and stuff now, if I've got that right. Which is kind of weird, but, you know. But the products and stuff were very different. It was just very much a, you know, name brand kind of thing with it. But, oh my gosh, as soon as I get off stream, I'm going to go have a look and have a look at the Kmart website, because if I can order it, that would be amazing. And I'm just kind of annoyed, because I was in a Kmart when I was down on holiday in Nelson, because we always go to Kmart when we're there, because we don't have one here. And I didn't see it there. But to be fair, I wasn't looking in the board game area specifically for The Sims 4, because I was not expecting it to be there. Oh my gosh. 49 bucks. Haley, I can't imagine convincing my friends to play it. I reckon my kids would play it with me. They would be curious. I could get them to play it with me. I could bribe them to do it. I could bribe people to play it with me. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll work something out. Sit there and play it by myself like a sad person. It's me, the Jules. Welcome in. Hi, how are you today? Come on in. It's fun inside. And we're doing a little bit of building in the Royalty expansion pack here today in The Sims 4. This is early access and not the final version of the game. And yeah, hello, welcome in. I'm Velvet. And how are you? Also, I am streaming across 2 platforms today as well. So if you're wondering why I'm talking to people and you can't see them, that's the reason. We are across the 2 platforms today as well. So please just keep that in mind, that I'm not entirely a crazy person. So come on in. Kate, no, it's actually 29 New Zealand dollars. Are you kidding me? Like, we would pay that, and then we would have to pay like 60 bucks shipping to get it here. So I'm so going shopping and seeing if I can get a copy for 29 bucks. Hello. My very first official Sims 4 merch. For those that have just come in, we're talking about the Sims 4 board game. I've just sort of discovered, thank you to Kiwi Sims Kate, that it's actually available to purchase here in New Zealand. So I'm just like, what? Oh my gosh. And I want to get my little sticky hands on it. So I'm very, very excited. And it's only 29 bucks. So very affordable here as well. A few bucks shipping because it's all New Zealand based. Amazing. Nisena, yeah, BB&B closed here. Yeah, I thought it did. I'm sure I saw something in the news that the Bed Bath & Beyond were closing in the States, which is pretty sad. They were a pretty big retailer, weren't they? I mean, they must have been. They got like a franchise here in New Zealand, but you know, the New Zealand franchise, when I worked there anyway, was doing really well. I don't know about now because I don't work there, but at the time when I worked there, it was doing very well. Like I opened around about 30 stores when I was there. Like one of the jobs that I did was that I would go around and open the new stores up. So I'd set up the merchandising, I'd plan it all out, get hire the staff and blah blah blah, all that sort of thing. So that was one of my jobs. So I opened about 30 of the stores that are here in New Zealand. Wild times. And yeah, did all the training and etc etc. So that was a fun time in my life. Thank you for the follow, appreciate that. And hi over here. Also on the other channel. So thanks for popping in, Jules. Appreciate that. You're good. You can't wait for the new pack. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat. Hang on a minute with me. You love the night markets. Oh, at Henderson when they're in the car park. Yeah, those are good. Haley, my mum and I wondered if the night markets were a regular thing. I think they were every. Oh, I can't even remember now. It was like a certain night where you'd have the night markets. I'm going to say maybe a Thursday, but I could be wrong with that. Haley, yeah, I was mostly wanting to go to the Chemist Warehouse for these specific resistance bands my physio wants me to use. My closest chem warehouse doesn't have them. Is it what one of these like style bands? Velvet just pulls out a weird resistance band out of nowhere. Because it's like the Go Band Resistance Exercise Band. Anyway, those things. I have one of those. And yeah, thank you. Welcome in, Jules. Appreciate you being here. And you can't wait to play the new pack. I think you're going to have so much fun with it. I've been sort of experimenting with it and playing with it and having the best time with it. So I'm really hyped to see this go out in the world and see how everybody else does with it and what they do with it, because there's so many different ways that you can, I think, use the pack as well for different styles of gameplay. Like I'm doing it with, challenge gameplay and that sort of thing, but dynasty gameplay, family gameplay, generational gameplay, it's going to be, such an interesting thing. So I'm really excited to see, how it all sort of pans out for everyone. Nasina, I love them. They were quite expensive though. I never bothered to adjust. Oh, Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, it was quite interesting because pricing wise, it used to be super cheap when I started with Bed Bath & Beyond, and then they just kind of evolved to being a lot more expensive over time. I think just in terms of like I guess making money and that sort of thing, that was a better pricing model for them, I guess. But yeah, can be quite pricey. And if you can get stuff like the same sort of thing in a cheaper in another place, then why wouldn't you? Exactly right. Why wouldn't you? Yes, one like that. Apparently color-coded for strength and I needed to get the red band. Oh, really? Yeah, I used to have to do like a bit of physio and stuff too for my knee, because I had a gammy knee. I've still got a gammy knee, in fact, for strengthening exercises and stuff like that. So yeah, I used to do the strengthening exercises and blah 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 there. I feel like that ladder is the wrong way. I'm so bad at realizing knowing which way the ladders should go. So absolutely appalling, but I think that should be the right way. And come in there, and then we can have the ladders, yes, going that way, I think. And then we go that way. Okay, I think that's possibly the right way for the ladders. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. Okay, we'll play with that round. I'll do that in playtesting. Okay. Haley, BB&B I found are expensive, but then have insane sales. They do, and I think they've basically gone with the Briscoes model, in that they have like everyday prices are high, and then they just slash things for sales and that sort of thing. So yeah, I feel like there's sort of they've gone for that Briscoe's model from that perspective. I don't know. Do we want to go like a super fancy flooring, or do we want to go like the stone flooring? Because we've only got sort of three flooring options in here. We could go either direction, I think. Super fancy or super stone? Haley, yeah, same, I'm cheap. I'll get it from the warehouse or Kmart. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I'm the same as you. I'm just like, if it's on sale, then I'm going to consider it. But if it's not on sale, I know that it's overpriced. And I'm like, I am not paying extra for anything. So yeah, thank you very much. Oh, actually, speaking of, for those that are planning on pre-ordering or thinking about pre-ordering the Royalty and Legacy pack, you can use creator codes out there in the world. I have mine up, I think, on the top of the corner of the screen. Do I? Do I? Hang on. Yes, I do. But you can use anybody's creator code from the Sims Creator program, and basically what they will get you is an extra 5% off. So yeah, just use it. Use anybody's creator code if you're purchasing through the EA app, and get that extra 5% off. So save some money. So just a little public service announcement. Make sure that you save some money, please, and don't pay full price if you don't have to, and get an extra 5% off. No matter whose creator code that you use, just get yourself a discount. You do yourself a favor, get yourself a discount. All right, we're going to start with the basic peach, and we'll evolve this as we go through and do the rooms. I think we'll go with that direction, and then we'll see how this kind of shapes up. Very nice. Okay, yeah, you're too cheap. You're buying the pack early, so you're doing the pre-ordering. The discount does apply for the pre-ordering as well, so if you are curious about that, and you are pre-ordering, the discount does apply there. So hopefully you guys can get a little bit of a discount. You can get the grand bundle, you get the free kits with that, as well as the expansion pack. So I feel like it's not a bad deal this time around for that. I sort of know it's always hard to buy those new packs when they aren't on sale though, because it's such an extra price. But you're getting the it's just, can you wait? That's always the question for me, is like with the new expansion packs, like, can I wait? And often the answer is no. But for those that can wait, wait for the sales and that sort of thing. But if you can't wait, then get that 5% discount. It's not a lot, but it does go a little extra. Anyone from the Creator Networks, they do get a little bit of extra, a little bit of a incentive for that is that we get a tiny commission. But just so you're aware that it is a little tiny commission thing on it for any of the creators, but you get that 5% discount. So I figured win-win-win. Haley, I'm glad they're adding a discount now. If anyone plays on PlayStation, all the packs are on sale at the moment, other than the most recent expansion. Some are 50% off. Ooh, that's good to know. So console players, PlayStation players, there is a sale on for Sims packs. So if you are missing any, why not get out there and take advantage? Okay, and we'll do the white. I think I'll just do white as a contrast for now. I can always change it later. It's just like sometimes with the interior decorating, I like to kind of get a base down and then just sort of work it out from there. I have to fix the railings. I love that we can fix the railings now and, bring it down a smidge so we don't have them coming in through the walls and having the clipping issue. That makes me so happy. I think I might do the kitchen here. Let's do the kitchen here, see. So this is the kitchen coming in here. The center, yes, they are on sale on Stream and EA. Okay, so it's like it's a PlayStation. I imagine it would be Xbox as well. So across the board, there should be a good sale on for some stuff. So that is excellent. I love that for everybody. It's a great time to catch up on your packs and get the ones that you want to have if you haven't got the full collection. I was just, the day that I finally got the full collection of packs was a happy day for me, because I'm such a completionist with my packs, and I'd been just like trying, and it's an expensive thing, right? Having to buy all the packs is super expensive. So I don't blame anyone for wanting to get it on sale and save a little bit of cash, because having the whole collection is not cheap at all. We're talking thousands of bucks here, or at least over 1,000. So yeah, anytime you can get anything on sale and save a buck or two, and yeah, get some of the pack items that you're really, or the packs that you're really looking forward to on sale, it's a good time to do it. I love me a sale. Bring on the sales. Idris, I just realised that although there is no snow in Ravenwood, the cold here is equally as deadly. Oh no. Yes, it is. I played my 100 baby challenge in there, and every now and then my I'd catch my lovely mama sim going blue, and I was just like, ooh, gotta watch out for that, because that's no good. I wonder if I should, maybe I should do something weird and put like a table or something there. Would there be a table that fits? That's the question. I mean, it's not really weird. Okay, yeah, look at that. It's not really a weird idea. It's just something I don't normally do. But, you know, that could be like a little bench space or something, which would be quite funky. Right? That's a cool idea. And there is a matching sink for this too. I love me some matching things. Matching sink. I did notice like the swatch on the oven can be a little bit weird. I wonder if they'll fix that. Like, weird, I mean, as in, it doesn't quite match some of the stuff. Unless I've got the wrong colour swatch. Oh, hang on. I got the wrong swatch colour. Boy, that'll do it. Nusina, yeah, EA has a Lunar New Year sale across the board. Ah, brilliant. Love that for us. Rainbow, welcome on in. How are you this morning? Come on in, it's fun inside. We're doing a little bit of building today. And getting some little bits and pieces done in the world. We're currently working on the inside, and this is the exterior here, just like a little sort of family style home. It's not a dynastic home or anything like that. It's just like a little family style home that fits the world of, or the neighborhood of Verdemer. So that's kind of what we're up to today. And what are you up to today? What have you been up to? What's been going on in your life today? Anything exciting that you'd love to share with the gang? Feel free. You don't have to though. So please do not feel obligated to share anything. I don't want you to be forced into sharing things you don't want to. But I'm always interested to hear about how you are. So there we go. Just trying to think like what a contrast colour would be. I mean, we could go teal in behind there as a real contrast colour. Maybe. Could work. It's quite bright. I might sit on that. I'll just leave it there and sit on it for the moment. We'll sit on that. It's an idea. I don't mind the bright blue. I feel like, you know, a little bit of colour is not a bad thing. I might put that there, and then we'll do like a little wall in there just to snug up that kitchen area and just make it feel like it's a little bit more off in a room on its own, you know. And then we can put a column there on the end just to make it look like it is officially part of that end. There we go. Beautiful. Rainbow, you're good? This is looking cute. Thank you. Idris, a Lunar New Year. So it's like Lunar New Year is like, is that the Chinese New Year? It's sort of like I think Chinese New Year sale. I think that's what it is, right? Rainbow, nothing too exciting. Just worked from home, watched a few episodes of the Fallout TV series, and now I'm upstairs because it's way too cold in the living room. Well, that sounds like it's a smart idea to move where it's warmer in the house. How are you enjoying Fallout? I have we watched the first, I think, two episodes. And then we decided to just wait and binge watch them. So yeah, we haven't actually caught up on the current episodes as yet, because we're going to binge watch it when it's finished airing, and then we can watch them all at once, because it's frustrating having to wait. And binge watching is fun. I might just do like a bigger one across that way. I love these sheer curtains. They're lovely. I mean, they're not going to really protect your privacy, but they look good. So that's nice. But yeah, I'm enjoying the Fallout show. It's a good show. But yeah, we're going to do the whole binge watching thing and get it all at once rather than having to wait, because oh, look how well those woods work. This is Royalty and Legacy, and this is base game. Look at that. Ooh. That's nice. I wonder how it works with some of the other colours that we have with that pack. Oh, I have to play around with that one day. That's nice. Haley, yes, Fallout is so good. You're a few episodes behind, just like me. And the Senna, yes, it's the Chinese New Year. Okay, there we go. So the Chinese New Year is the lunar sale. That's what I thought, because they usually have those in January across the board. So that's sort of like the Chinese New Year celebration and having a little bit of a sale on. And who doesn't love a little bit of a sale? I was gonna say I'm gonna have a look at the games and see what I can get, but I'm gonna go spend my money on a Sims 4 board game. I was kind of bummed that this nature's booty decoration doesn't actually work on the... It works on the island countertops, but it doesn't work on the regular countertops, and maybe that's something they'll fix when the game goes into its final version. I don't know, but yeah, I kind of wish that we had the other version of that. That would have been nice. Or that I actually set on the countertop. But, oh well, such is life. Oh, we can maybe put the rubbish bin down and behind there. Here we go. What was I doing? Oh, I was adding clutter. Adding clutter! There was a particular clutter I was looking for. It's like a Royalty and Legacy one. And this one here. So it's the Asanka bowl with Topoli. It only comes in the 2 colours, which is kind of annoying. I would have liked it in more colours than that, but it's a nice little item. Oh my gosh. Move it in further back. There we go. It's more like it. So it only kind of comes in the redwood and the black. Oh, just get rid of that spice thing. So it's very cool. I like it, but yeah, I just wish that the wood swatches were a little bit more comprehensive, because I feel like there's only the 2, and there could be more. There could be more. Kate, you love Fallout as well? Oh my gosh, we've got a Fallout fan club in the house. I love that. Yeah, it's a good show. I've played the game. I've played a couple of the games. I've played Fallout 4 and I've played Fallout 76. So I have played the games as well, but yeah, I've really enjoyed the TV show. It's just like the props and everything like that from the game are just so well done in the TV show. Like, you know, all the way that the scenery's done and all the props and the costumes and everything like that. It's just absolutely incredible just to see those come to life in a TV show. It's like, wow. Rainbow, I've watched all of them, but the finale now, I really enjoyed it. Yes. Excellent. Hayley, you're a binge watcher too. Yeah, binge watchers unite. Bring it on for the binge watchers. It just means that you can get, I feel like binge watching, you kind of get like more into it and you can kind of go a little bit deeper with it. But also it depends on how patient you can be. And if like you can't be patient, then it's not going to be, you know, the way to go, particularly if they do like an episodic thing where it releases every, why did I move the fridge? Every week. So it depends on your patience levels, I think, with that plan. But I do like to binge if I can. Hayley, since I plan on going to Kmart anyway, I might as well pick up the Sims board game. I feel like you kind of have to. It's just like we've been talking about it so much. It's just like, kind of have to now, don't I? To go and get it. If it's right there and you can see it and you want it, it's just like, and particularly for $29, even if you can't really get too many people to play with you and it's only an occasional thing that you play, it's still cool to have like in the house, right? I think that's a fun idea. Bit of fruit up there on the fridge. Weird place to put fruit probably, but there we are. Let's maybe go. I might turn this into a little study in here. I realize I haven't done a floor plan. But I'm okay with that. Sometimes when I'm doing things on the fly, I don't always do a proper, like a floor plan all the way through. Like sometimes I'll just build and let the floor plan come organically as I build it. And I think today is a little bit of that case where I'm just organically letting the build itself. And I'm chatting away and I'm just letting it all come out as it's going to be. Hang on, that's a desk, not a table. What are you doing? So we'll see what happens, but I think it's just all going to be, all going to be fine. It's all going to be lovely. Hayley, I've never played any of the games, but I'm kind of glad because I enjoyed the story unfolding on the show. Yeah, like I think the story itself on the show does relate to some of the earlier games. So I'm genuinely not all that familiar with what the storylines are going to be either, even though I've played a little bit of I've played, a couple of the games, but I feel like I'm not that particularly knowledgeable on what's going to happen. So I can watch it quite happily and be like, oh, well, I didn't know that was going to happen because I haven't, played those earlier games where I think most of those had happened in terms of the storyline and stuff. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not an expert on it or anything like that, but I feel like, that could be what the situation is, because I don't know the storyline, and I'm familiar with, yeah, as I said, the fourth installment, but I don't think that there's been much storyline with that there. One of my cats was playing with something like a lunatic, and then ran out the cat door like a lunatic. That was excellent. Silly kitty. Funny. Love that. Idris! Oh, there are so many different calendars that I tend to get them mixed up. I already have to track 5 other calendars. Do I add the lunar calendar to that list? Well, I guess that depends on whether or not you want to keep track of the Lunar New Year and the sales and stuff that come along with it, if there's anything that you want to celebrate there. I don't keep track of anything, so, I mean, I'm not probably the best person to ask anyway. I can't keep track of, I just keep track of my own calendar. I can't keep track of anything else. So, yeah, but I think, if there's value for you in keeping track of, when things are and, how when they come around in the year, then I think, there's a value to keeping track of it. But for me, I probably wouldn't, but that's just because I keep track of what I do, let alone, and school holidays and that sort of thing. That's the only thing I basically keep track of. And, some Sims content stuff as I get to know that. But beyond that, nothing else I can keep track of. I couldn't even keep track of anybody else's calendar, let alone, a whole lot of other calendars. So anybody that does that, pretty amazing. Like, well done to you. Nasina, I'd love to, but no one to play with. Hubby won't play it, and I don't have friends. Oh, Nis. Aww. I don't have any friends around here really either, but that's what happens when you move cities as an adult. It's really hard to make friends. But such is life. I might do like a different color on this wall. It feels very rich, like it's almost like a maximalist kind of vibe coming in here, but it's kind of quite cool having that slightly more maximalist sort of vibe going on. I think that's quite neat, having a different style. Okay, so we've got like a little sitting room where we can have like a cup of tea after dinner. If you're having a few people over and you're trying to convince them that, maybe they want to support your dynasty, your future dynasty, and that maybe you could actually be having a future dynasty. I mean, that could be quite fun. Nasina, the Fallout games are very good. They are. I really enjoyed playing them, or the ones that I have. So I thought they were really good. Had a lot of fun with them. I didn't quite finish Fallout 4, but I did go really deep into it. So I think I was actually not that far from finishing, and why I didn't finish it, I don't know. I just got distracted by something else at the time, obviously. But yeah, I did go really deep in Fallout 4, and I haven't played again all the way through of Fallout 76, which is more sort of your open server kind of thing, but I have played it a lot, restarted a lot, done a lot of base building, all that sort of thing. And, it's quite different from the other Fallout ones, because it is, your open sort of multiplayer server kind of thing going on, but it does have, a lot of the elements from Fallout and, that sort of thing. So I feel like it gives you a really good sense of the game, and that. It was actually Fallout 76 that I played first, and then I sort of delved into Fallout 4 from there. So I actually played Fallout 4 after I played Fallout 76, weirdly enough. So I've got like a little area there. Maybe I could put like a fireplace here. Yeah, that could be like cozy warming up the kitchen, right? I feel like that's not a bad plan. Blah, blah, blah. Mrs. Color Changer, you personally love this style? Yes. I love it as well. I think it's going to work really nicely in with the Get Famous pack. So I think that's going to be really fun to see when we start doing a little bit of cross gameplay, to see how some of these things kind of work together and, make it all sort of look like it's cohesive together and, that sort of thing. It's going to be really interesting to see that, because I haven't had that opportunity to see it either. And, yeah, I want to be able to see that. I wish I did kind of had like a few more wall hangings and stuff here. That's something that I did find that I have missed so far as I've been building is, something like a hanging plant or something like that. I would have loved that. Maybe I could fit like bookcase in there. I don't really have a thin bookcase, I don't think. But yeah, I just finding that I'm needing something just like, you know, thin to fill a space, and I'm just kind of lacking that. So that's been one of the things I have kind of missed from this, but maybe I can just put a picture there, perhaps. What have we got? Also the artwork. That was another letdown for me with this pack. So while we're talking about things that I didn't love about the pack, the artwork. While the paintings that we have are cool, let me just show you what we have. So we've got like these really, these are like 7,000 simoleons and then 9,000 simoleons. Like they're ridiculous prices. So you're wondering why I can't afford anything when I have, you know, several 100,000 simoleons, and then, you know, you're just like, oh yeah, it's because I bought a piece of art. That's 9,000 simoleons. You know, it's really expensive, and they're really cool. Like they match each of the, you know, the dynasties, the main dynasties that are in the gameplay. The thing for me is that it's yeah, that's it. And we have the decals which you can use on the shields. So your dynasty crest shields. Oh, actually I can put one of those there. That's a good idea, Velvet. So, you know, you have your dynasty crest shield there. And then you can put the decal on there. So you've got customization, and you can do it in gold or you can do it in color. So those decals are designed to, you know, kind of sit there on your shield and make a crest with it. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with the fact that wait a second, where did that rubbish bin come from? Oh, it's debug. I was gonna say, jeez Louise, where did that come from? Debug, obviously. Yeah, I wish that we had a few more options for art, because I feel like if you're in a palace, that art is going to be such an essential part of, you know, the design and the decoration of a palace. So yeah, more art would have been great. Addresses. It really sucks that there are 3 of the 5 ancient Greek calendars, yet I can't keep track of my country's own calendar without my laptop. That's kind of funny. Oh, good on you. I love that. It is hard to keep track of everything, though, that you want to keep track of. Life, let alone extra calendars. So the fact that you do it is pretty cool. The decals look so cartoony. They do. They do. It's kind of ties in with like the signet ring and the different crests and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of works. That's why I tend to go with the gold ones rather than the other ones, because I think out of all of them they look a little less cartoony, and the color ones I think would be cool in kids' rooms as a decal too. So there's that. Haley, I need to play Sims this weekend. It's been too long and I want to play around with the stairs. Oh yeah, you got to play around with the new stair functions. They're so fun. I was like looking for my chairs that I was looking for, and I was just like, I can't see them. But then they were right there, and I'm just blind as a bat. Yeah, the new stair function is amazing. I'm in love with it. I wonder if I could put like a little platform in behind this. Do it on an angle. And we'll go boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and delete. Doesn't really help that there's curtains there, so it doesn't really do anything much, does it? Maybe I'll do that in a different place. That does not really help me in any sort of way, shape, or form, so that's kind of pointless. Yes, you need to get in there and play some Sims. I'm going to be playing Sims all weekend, so I encourage everybody else to play some Sims as well. Isn't that just like nice? We can play like a nice chill out, fun game, and where we don't have to stress and worry about the world around us. We can just like zone out and be all like happy. We've got some lovely Sim stuff. Makes me happy anyway. Don't know about anybody else, but certainly makes me happy. Go white on there. Mix that with the pink. And Haley, I would put something else there, else on their crest. The gold definitely looks better. Yeah. We don't have to have the swords. We can have something else. There's all sorts of different decal options. We can have a book one, or a unicorn, or a leaf. I think that's a leaf. Maybe it's a pea. I don't know. Stag with a crown. Maybe that's our ambition. We want to be like a really cool dynasty that has, you know, takes over the monarchy and rules the world. But at the moment, we don't have any sort of way, shape, or form of doing that because we haven't elevated ourselves into the nobility yet. So if you're not familiar with it, the nobility is actually a career. And you do need to have... Oh, we should probably put a throne room in here somewhere too as well. Oh, we can make this area like our little throne space. You do need to have... Oh, I need a TV. You do need to have like a throne helps. You don't have to have a throne, but you can have a throne. You can get knighted, or you can read a book. So there's like 3 different ways that you can become a part of the noble career, but you do need to have like some specific things to become a noble, which I thought was really cool, like a really cool idea to actually make it a gameplay, oh my god, feature where you had to actually, you know, get in there and do some specific things to be able to unlock it. I don't know, do we want to maybe go, oh, what if we went blue and then that matches the kitchen? That could be quite a cool contrast. And blues and pinks and golds and whites. Oh, yeah, let's maybe do that. Haley, no, sorry, I wasn't meaning yours, Velvet. I mean, when I play, I'll be avoiding the cartoon-looking decals. The gold ones are fine. Oh, that's okay. I get it. I didn't particularly love them when I saw them either, just because they are really cartoony. So I 100% gets it. But I changed mine anyway, so that's fine. Oh, there's so many. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of vases in here as well. So there's, you know, quite a few different vase options, which is awesome because we haven't really had a lot of vases for a while. And we are going for the super blue throne. So we're going to start our throne because we are planning on starting a dynasty. And the throne is A+ essential for all of our nobility dynasty needs. So we're going to have that. 4 shores. Can maybe go that option for that. Luciana, how does the pay work for the career? Is it a lot since all the stuff is expensive? Yeah, like with the first rank, I haven't like gone all the way through it yet, but with the first rank, the pay is 600 and something simoleons per day. And you just need to do noble duties, but it's basically you're working from home, you can walk around and you can just earn money. Like, you don't really need to do all that much for it. And then like the second rank pay is 800 and something simoleons. So I think it's fairly well paid, which does make sense. And I know from, I think about level 7, I believe you can actually bring in the whole taxes thing as well. So yeah, you can start taxing the populace and, you know, that sort of thing as well. You can also earn quite a bit of money from extorting people's secrets from them. So a small scandal, if you extort, is about, a minor scandal is about 500 simoleons. A medium scandal is 1,000, and then I don't know what a major scandal is. I haven't done it, but it'll be more than that. So you can earn quite a bit of money from that side of things, and yeah, extort money as well from people. So if you want to go around, you get to know people, you learn their secrets, you do noble duties at the same time, and yeah, you can. I think you can earn quite a bit of money quite organically without having a job, you know, a proper, you know, rabbit hole job or anything like that, and earn a decent amount of cash. So yeah, it's quite good from that side of things. So I think you can get rich. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Idris, I had to make my Sims immortal so I don't have to worry about them doing dumb things when I look away. That's not a bad idea. You can absolutely do that, and it helps with the old, yeah, not having to deal with death things. Although if you have the life and death, you'd be able to do the whole living on as a ghost thing. So, you know, if you wanted to do that option as well, I mean, you could potentially do that. Oh, we could maybe have like a little dance floor here as well. Oh, let's do like a little dance floor so we can have a ball here. That's a good idea. I did my first ball yesterday. Like, we did a bit of ball gameplay yesterday on stream, and that was my first grand ball, and that was actually really fun. We did like the grand waltz and, you know, everything like that, and yeah, that was very cool. Maybe I'll put like some bookcases there. So there is something to do, like you can get a glass slipper, but I haven't worked out how to kind of do that yet, or a glass slipper moodlet. which is, you know, obviously your Cinderella kind of vibe. So I'm not sure how to actually do that at this point. Oh, grandfather clock. So I'm intrigued. I want to work it out. I want to work out how this whole Cinderella thing kind of works. So that's high on my agenda of working things out, is working out how to get the shoe moodlet. I've seen it, but I don't know how to get it, because I was looking at a picture, not any sort of gameplay thing. Okay, so this is the cuckoo clock, which has the gameplay. Sorry, the secret passageway thing. The secret passageway thing is rabbit hole. So it's not something that you actually go in, and you don't have to build a secret passageway or anything like that. So yeah, it is a rabbit hole thing, just by the way. But it's fun, because basically you need to unlock all the different passageways from different places in the world. Like, until you unlock them, you can't actually access them. So I thought that was a really cool idea. And I don't have tool to resize my rugs. Oh well, I'll just live without my rugs. Oh yeah. Nacina, I absolutely love that flooring, and I think I'm going to use it so much. It's gorgeous, and the fact that it matches in with all the other stone stuff that we have, you know, with the walls and you know, the railings, and you know, things like the fireplaces and the clocks and, you know, that sort of thing, they sort of match in as well. So the coordination is really quite fantastic with it. So absolutely digging that. So let's do like a little thing there. I might just see if we can do a different stone underneath. I think it would still have to be plain, because otherwise, like, the filler, you know, the design on the dance floor kind of disappears. So what's going to be the best side? That side? I think so. And then, oh, actually, I might move that over and have it here. The reason I want to do that is I want to have like some seating there, so I've got to put in a podium so we can do press conferences. So I think I kind of want to go that direction with it. But the flooring is, yeah, as you say, absolutely loveliness. Oh, we can do it like that. Except centered, because that would make more sense. Centered on the couch. There we go, Velvet. Get it right. Oh, then it's not going to center that. Okay. We can go that direction with it. All right, then we are going to do the press conference thing. So I think it's a podium. And with the podium, there's a locked item that you can do. I'm going to do the Gilded Royal Podium because it matches my set. So that's a locked item that you can unlock reaching level 7 of the Noble Career. And then you can kind of hold press conferences and stuff with that. I don't know how those work. I haven't done one yet. But I imagine they kind of work a little bit like any other sort of podium thing. So it should be all good. Maybe we do the love seat for this. And then, like, you know, the reporters and stuff can maybe sit there and listen, and maybe if you're having a royal audience and that sort of thing, you can sit there as well. Be quite cool. Haley, I wonder if anyone has made CC hair like Queen Charlotte's hairdos. They're so outrageous and cool. Oh, surely they must have. There surely must be some Queen Charlotte hairdos out there. I feel like that must be a thing, right? I haven't looked. I don't really use any sort of CC myself at the moment, so I haven't looked. But there surely must be. I would think so. And then we have like that going in there. I don't know if I want to have that half wall there or not. It might be a little bit divisive, but actually, if I put like a spandrel in on top of it, that might work. Hang on, let me try that and see with the spandrel. So yeah, I haven't looked, but I can almost guarantee there must be some around. Someone would have done it. Bridgerton's so popular. It would have been a thing that happened. I think so. So the other option is we can just have one couch and like the bigger couch there. And maybe a couch and a chair is the other way to do that. Okay, I like that. And then we've got like a little bit of division in between. And then we can bring in maybe a blue or white wallpaper, I think, in there. Haley, I love that they included ballroom dancing. Me too. That's going to be so cool. So cool to have that in the game. And also, I feel like people are going to really enjoy, doing something a little bit different and having like, you know, that cool event. I think where, you know, it's a group activity as such. So I like that. The one ball that I did, it was actually really cool to watch, and just seeing the Sims, I actually get in there and do it, and they did it autonomously as well. Like some of the Sims joined autonomously. That's a little weird. That's definitely a glitch problem. Now I'll take a photo of that and report that bug. Boom. That should all be covered. Anyway, that's a game thing. Just watching the Sims like get out there and do like the pretty dance and everything like that. It's just like was something so delightful about it, because they were all sort of dressed up in their, in their gowns and their suits and that sort of thing, and it was all just it just had a romance to it, which I really liked. I'm a romantic anyway, so that helps. Oh, also these lamps. I'm gonna add my lamp. Because I love these lamps. They are just the most gorgeous thing. They're over the top and amazing. I just like, give me those lamps every time. Also wondering whether or not I should change these stairs so they go around the other way. Just having that thought now, probably. There, I think I'm gonna go that way with the stairs. And then we can, well, we have to move the crest. Sorry, crest. You can go somewhere else, like, actually there might be a good place for you, and we'll move that painting somewhere else. We'll have our crest, because that's our royal crest and all that sort of thing. And I feel like having the stairs up to the bedrooms there makes more sense. That's nice and open, blah, blah, blah. I can probably put something there. I'll think about that later. And that goes through there. Okay, that makes more sense to me, I think, in terms of the flow of the house. So we'll run with that. And behind there, and then that leads us up to our upper levels, and we've got, oh, I need a door entrance for in here. I haven't got any way to get into this room. Sorry, fireplace, I think you're going to be moving. Absolutely no method. Okay, fireplace is going to go here. We'll find another place for those. We might put them in there, but there's no doorway into that room. The amount of times I do that when I'm building like this, quite often I don't think about the doors and needing to get into rooms, and mistakes are made. So we can go that, or we can go like the big bookcase. I think we're gonna do the big bookcase. That fills the space, and then secret passageway. Maybe that can go in here. Don't know what we're doing in the tower as yet, but we'll go with that. Haley, oh wow, we aren't used to Sims doing what they are meant to. That's great. I know, right? It's just like, oh, they're actually doing what they're supposed to. That's amazing. I love that. Just wondering whether or not I actually bring that in and have that all closed off. It was quite a nice surprise that it worked so well, so I was quite delighted. I will say. Okay, maybe we can close these off. There we go. And I'll open them up with the archways. Enter in there, have the little rooms, and through there. Okay, so then I can see into the fireplace a little bit more on the ball thingy, and then that's a little bit more of a formal kind of space, right? And then you can get in through there, and then you can go to the living room space, waiting room area, and then the throne room. Okay, so flow-wise, I think that actually really makes sense. And then you can go through here to the kitchen, and there's like a little mini living space in the dining as well. Okay, I'm happy with that. I feel like that makes a lot of sense in terms of the floor layout and everything. Floor plan. Okay. So doors, I need some. Now, do I want to have some open doors? That's the question. Do we want to have some open doors? Like this goes through to here, for example. But I mean, that's kind of on the fireplace, and that throws away my scented thing, but oh well. Such is life. You can't always have things in the middle, Velvet. So we can have doors going through there. So kind of open doors, come in there, and come inside, it's fun inside. That's what I would be singing if I was the queen. Be like, come inside, it's fun inside. Oh boy, that's just me. Okay, and then I think we'll open this up so you can kind of get in there and there, and then maybe there and there, and we'll do some spandrels. Maybe might do the plainer spandrels, I think, going in that way. Just because I don't know. Ooh. happened there? Hang on. Something weird happened there. Something weird happened. Okay, I might just do doors there then. Oh. No, actually I was going to say, is it the ladder thing? But I don't think it's the ladder thing going in. So we've got the doors going in there and the doors going in there. That's too many flappy doors. We'll go that way. And bring that in across there. And then we can come through to our kitchen, everything like that. And then we've got the open space going through the kitchen. Okay. Cool. We're doing good. The secret room's so secret you can't get in. Yeah, I know, right? It's like genius, Velvet. Genius. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh, time's flying. I'm going to have to wrap this up shortly. I'm sorry, guys. I've been having so much fun hanging out and doing some building and everything, but I've got to run off and do some live stuff. So it's just one of those things with streaming on a public holiday, I guess. You've still got live stuff to do. So yeah, I think I'll finish this room and then we'll wrap things up for the day. But we're almost, we finished most of the builds, so I think that's nice. I would normally go on a little bit longer, but unfortunately I do have to go out and, yeah, get those things done, but such is life. I have had so much fun with this though. I'm going to finish this build off probably off camera, and then tomorrow on stream, I'm going to be streaming at 7 AM New Zealand time, so I'm going to be getting up early. And I will be doing a bit of gameplay. So I've created a Dynasty Legacy Challenge. So it's called the Royal Scandal Legacy Challenge. And basically with that challenge, there's like 10 generations, and it's designed to be like actually a really quick, very quick generational kind of challenge, 10 generations. And it's all about exploring and playing with the features in the Royalty and Legacy expansion pack. So I'm going to be playing that tomorrow, and I'm hoping it's fun. So I'm going to be playtesting basically the things that I've written out. So I'm intrigued to see how well I've done with creating it and whether or not I've made a complete muff of it, or how it all works. And some of it, you know, is a little bit of guesswork because I haven't actually played all of the features as yet with the game either. It's like there's still some stuff that I need to, you know, work out how to do and bits and pieces. So it's not all, you know, it's not all like I can plan it all out and know exactly what I'm doing, because yeah, some of it is a little bit of guesswork and figuring things out as you do, and sometimes, you know, you can think things work in your brain and then it's just like, oh no, that doesn't quite work here in the real life. So yeah, be nice if it did, but it's not always the case, right? That is early, I know. It's a Saturday morning and I'm up streaming at like 7 AM like a complete numpty. But anyway, I was just so excited about the Royalty and Scandal pack and Royalty and Legacy pack, and getting to actually have early access and show everybody, you know, what the pack was about. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to go wild with the streaming and just have fun with it, and just go over the top and just dive straight in. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm streaming tomorrow 7 AM, and then I'm streaming also Sunday, and that's going to be a stream with G Lovely. So we're going to be doing a couple of like challenges. We're doing some cash challenge and a room build challenge in a co-stream together. So that should be a lot of fun. It's going to be chaos, and we're going to put the chat large and in charge, helping us make decisions and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's going to be utter chaos, and I'm very there for it. And how pretty is this wallpaper? This is my favorite. I'm in love with it. It's so romantic and pretty, and absolutely the kind of thing I would have on my walls, because I'm just like, oh, so pretty. I love pretty things. So it's very me in terms of that sort of thing. I most of the time I don't actually want to put like paintings on it either, because I feel like the paintings kind of ruin it. But on the other side, it feels a little empty. But yeah, I'm just also like, oh, do I really want another painting on there? I don't know. We'll put a little painting on there anyway and see how that goes. All right, well, next time around, as I said, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow 7 AM New Zealand time, and we will be playing some gameplay stuff, which I'm excited about. And then Sunday streaming 9 AM New Zealand time with G Lovely, and we're going to be doing some fun adventures and some fun challenges. So it should be good. I am grateful that you guys all come and hung out with me today. I hope you've had fun looking at some of the building stuff. I've had fun building with it, It's been a lot of delightful times. I want to fix up the roofing on this so bad. But anyway, I'll finish this off stream and I'll put it up as a speed build as well on my YouTube channel. So you can check out the final product on my YouTube channel sometime in the future. But for today, I'm going to say goodbye for now. So thank you for hanging out and all of those wonderful things. And you guys have a fabulous rest of your Thursday/Friday, whatever you're in. And for the New Zealanders, happy Waitangi Day. You guys have a fabulous long weekend as well. So, yay! And I'm going to head off from there. I was thinking about raiding out, but I don't think I'll go raid out today because we've got the kids running around doing crazy things. Thank you for being here, Kate. Thank you, Haley, and thank you to everyone else, Idris and Nasina. Thank you guys for all being here and hanging out and chatting with me today. Have a great day. Catch you next time. Bye.